Simple enough. If this is your first time to a dialogue, raise your hand. Hey, let's give it up. We'll give it up for Jamal. Let's give it up for Tay. Welcome to the community. We're happy to have you. We are a community of melanin beings that are ultimately demonstrating love, innovation, and financial togetherness. We acknowledge ourselves as originals because words like Black, African American, people of color, Negro, disenfranchised, minority, BIPOC, and so many more are all counterfeit words that have been created by white sovereignty to confuse us all about true identity. But when you get past all of these counterfeit labels that we try to identify ourselves with, you arrive at the eternal truth that we are the original people, the first human being. We've been here for 6.5 million years on the record, pioneering civilizations, discovering things like astronomy and botany and physiology, and inventing things like poetry, medicine, and countless divination systems. So for us, in an effort to honor our heritage and get the language right, instead of using words like Black or African American to refer to ourselves or others, instead we replace that with originals. Originals is an abbreviation for the original people. Can we all say originals?
Originals.
We are originals. So for our time today, any use of the word Black or African American is forbidden, because it's important that we learn to start auto-correcting ourselves. So if you hear someone use that word, just gently put your O up in the air like this, O, so they can see it, and that's how we can begin to gradually auto-correct ourselves. It's so important that we get the language right, because when you think about what we're doing to create change, we're just adding more light to the collective consciousness. And with words, there's acknowledgement. And with acknowledgement is truth. And truth is a form of light. So in acknowledging our true heritage, we're adding more light to the collective consciousness, and that has an effect, not only in the physical realm, but on the other realms as well. Simple enough for tonight? Perfect. We're Originals Nation. We are a nonprofit that exists to organize original people for economic progress. Can we all say economic progress?
Economic progress.
And we focus on economics because for the last, 200 years now, we've approached this thing called equality on social and moral terms. And while we've all made progress, and all of us here in this room are primary benefactors of post-civil rights legacy, the next step in our culture's maturity, going from fighting power to actually being power, requires economic expansion and wealth as a group. And this is why. There's $125 trillion of total wealth and resources here in these United States of aggression. And of that 125, 93% of that is owned by other groups, whereas we as original people harness about 2% of that. So when you think about it logically, as long as one group holds a disproportionate share of all the wealth and all the resources, then there's always going to be imbalance. So it's going to be inequity. So therefore, our singular mission, our singular agenda as an organization is simple. And that is to contribute, advocate for the diaspora harnessing 15 trillion of total wealth and resources. Can we all say 15 trillion?
15 trillion.
Now, why 15 trillion? Yes, we're 12% of the population. So it's only fair and equitable that we harness at least 12% of the total wealth and resources, which would be 15 trillion. 15 trillion is also what's owed to us in reparations. 15 trillion is also what the commercialization of our culture creates for the global economy every single year. But most importantly, 15 trillion is a mentality. And it's one that's not so much rooted in individualism, which is an illusion of power. It's rooted in togetherness, operating as a nation within a nation. So our strategy to advocate for the diaspora harnessing 15 trillion is two things. First, raising consciousness. This dialogue tonight is a program about raising consciousness. And the second thing we do is incubate enterprises. Our first enterprise that we've incubated, if you still on your desk right now, you'll see our Made with Black Culture. And Made with Black Culture is a corporation that was incubated here beginning in 2019. And it's designed to protect the culture from exploitation, appropriation, and theft by maintaining all products, digital or physical, that was made using our image, our likeness, our labor, or our endorsement. It's our culture food symbol for all products that are created by the culture. So this is our method of getting to 15 trillion, but as we know, it's going to take a lot more than that. And one of the key things it's going to take is for us to be able to enterprise with each other. It's important that we know what every one of us are great at, professionally, skill-wise, and what are we paid for. This information is vital for us to be able to network and properly work together. So to get to know everyone, we're going to go around the room, and if you could just tell us three things, tell us your name, tell us what are you great at, professional skill-wise, meaning what's that thing, if we threw you the ball, you can slam dunk that, run and bring it in every day, and then what are you paid for? How do you earn your living? We'll start us off, right?
Yeah, okay, I'll just start. Hi family, my name is Becky. What I get paid for?
What are you great at?
What am I great at? I'm great at communicating and building authentic relationships with folks. And what I get paid to do is I work in higher education as a diversity and communication.
And she's an investor member nation, so let's give it up for Pat. Thank you for your love. Ashley.
Hey guys, my name is Ashley. Something I'm great at is community building, bringing people together on physical notes. Maybe I'll do some jokes. And what I do on a daily basis to get paid is help kids with their art and social practices.
Hey, gotta let the kids necessary. Thank you, Ashley, for sharing. Ashley is one of our lead contributors for Originals Nation, so thank you for your support, effort, creativity, all the wonderfulness that comes from you. King Justin.
Good evening, everyone. I go by the name of Justin. Guys, my name. I also go by the name of Prince Honor, or Honor for short. Artist, DJ, writer, entrepreneur, model, and activist. What I get paid for, DJing, writing, and freelancing, and some investing here and there. And since tonight's topic does relate to what I do in regards to investing, like crypto. So we're going to learn more about this, right? And what was the other thing? That's right.
What are you paid for?
Oh, what I get paid for. Yeah, the artist.
Oh, my bad. What are you great at?
What am I great at? The arts and academia. So if you need help with like history, or researching something, or like getting facts straight or fact checking something that might seem off, even when it comes to current media news, just hit me up. I got you covered.
Hey, thank you so much, Justin. If you ever need some recommendation on good books to read, he's a guy.
This is a book I'm reading right now, everybody. Y'all can, if you want a picture of it, I'll pass it around.
Sure, let's do that. He always stays on top of the book game. Leaders are readers.
You just take it for everybody. Just take a picture of the table.
Yeah. Naomi, the transformed.
Hello, everyone. My name is Naomi. A couple things I'm great at. I am great at being empathetic. I'm great at discovering strengths in people. I'm also great at developing genuine relationships, as our sister said over here. What I get paid to do, I'm actually a student, but I have been paid for
Hey, welcome, Naomi. Good to see you. Thank you, and enjoy that student life. That's a really beautiful time to just figure things out. You know.
My name is Jason Bell. I am good at vision casting, branding, marketing, promoting. What I get paid to do, I'm a sales manager for a local coffee roaster down in San Diego. Get their product in the grocery, other coffee shops and restaurants. And what was the third thing?
That's it. Your name? What are you great at? What are you paid for? Welcome to no. Welcome. How'd you hear about this?
Instagram. Saw it on the brand today. I hit up my partner. She's in the restaurant.
Okay.
I was like, yo, we got to get up there. So we had to fight through a little bit of traffic.
Wow, yo, love for dropping all this way to be a part of this moment. Thank you. Welcome. Absolutely. Carvon.
What's up, guys? My name is Carvon. I'm really good at building businesses and finding institutional voids in those businesses. And I get paid for investing, trading, and creative and management.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Carvon. Carvon is also a lead contributor in those nations as well. We appreciate you, man. You love, you support, the energy, and focus. Jamal.
I got going on tomorrow. Things I'm good at, company building, leadership, motivating the masses, skills, teaching, training skills. What do I get paid for right now? I'm gonna say music management, program director for Network TV, and self.
It is. Welcome to Everybody That Was Dialogue. So glad you could make it. He has a great energy, great spirit. Thank you so much, Jamal, for coming. Looking forward to building with you. Damien.
Hello, everyone. My name is Damien Jelks. I'm good at financing. I'm also good at business consulting for people looking to build a business. What I get paid to do, I work for Sony Pictures. I'm one of the supervisors who supervises the stunt double men and women alike. I'm filling for AV and A-list actors and actresses.
Right. Well, thanks for good to see you as always, Damien. Thanks for pulling up. Tay.
Hi everyone, my name is Tatiana, so I like to refer to
Tati.
My pronouns are she, her, hers. Some things I'm good at, anything music related, I do like. Came off of playing music, I'm a jazz player, so I love to do that. I was brought here by Bethany and also Keith.
Oh, okay.
Taught me a lot, playing at school.
Of course.
The thing I'm good at is teaching, and I think sometimes I'm funny, so I would say that is a skill that I'm funny.
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
I have a lot of perseverance. I never give up. And I also have a lot of great ideas. I'm the person that comes up with that one idea. Like, wow, what's up with that? Sometimes, so those things I do, mentally it means.
Yes.
So currently, I get paid. I travel around and play on the mountain.
Yes.
I went to school in the resource center, students, and I was getting paid teaching. Lately, I've been traveling around with the music studio. I work at different districts, talking to students about the history of jazz. A lot of times it's whitewashed and taught from a Eurocentric perspective. So I'm just trying to remind others that we are the originals. So every day I wake up trying to preserve ours.
Hey, necessary. You gotta bring your trumpet next time. I'll bring my sax. We'll hook it up. All right, hook it up. And the fashion designer, hairstylist.
Hi everyone, my name is Soraya. I believe as though I'm really good at creating different ideas, whether it's for businesses or my friends or for different spaces that I'm in. And it also correlates with what I do for a living as well and how I make my main income, which is hairstyling. I'm a everyday hairstylist for people who just want popular styles on a daily basis. But I'm also a creative hairstylist for different shoots and things like that.
All right, welcome, Sarai. Thank you for calling out. Always good to see your face. Dr. Bradley.
Peace, peace. What's going on?
Courtside Bradley.
No, that's not me no more. I'm Mr. Real Estate Mogul Bradley.
Real Estate Mogul Bradley. That's what I'm talking about.
Everything's good. Yes, my name is Justin. Last name Bradley. Everybody calls me JB, J Bradley, Dr. Bradley, man with many names. I am good at business development, real estate market analysis. I am paid as a real estate agent / asset manager. I am, I think I answered all your questions, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's
awesome.
it?
That's it, man. Thank you for laying it down, Real Estate Mogul.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you. Money Maker Mitch.
Oh, hey, what's going on? This is what I do, and this is what I get paid to do. So,
It is.
I mean, you know.
Let's give it up for Mitch. I had a content production. So necessary, man. We appreciate you. He's one of our lead contributors as well as Dr. Bradley. So together our teams what drives the energy for what you see today. And everybody. And for myself, let's see, I'm great at leadership, great at teaching, great at development, strategy, marketing, concept, should I say, and just communication. What I'm paid for is I'm a racial equity thought leader, so I do consulting for that and have a startup on me with Black culture that's been that we bring to the market. So thank you all for sharing a bit about what you're good at, what you're paid for. That information is so important. I hope that you remember that with each other and begin to build and connect thoughts around that. Our theme this year is technically our first dialogue of the year because January, with Omicron being so high in the cases, we had to postpone it. So to officially say Happy New Year, Happy 2022. Yeah, we got to celebrate that. We're here. Happy 2022.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. First of all, the numbers 2 symbolically, energetically, vibrationally is this wonderful symbolic master building. So this is a time for real master building this year, explosive growth.
Oh, online.
But our theme this year is play your part. We all say play your part.
It is. I'm actually about to research.
Playing your part is first about you knowing what you're great at, knowing your value, and standing in that authentically all the time, 365 days out of the year. That's how you play your part as an individual. And then secondly, playing your part is about being able to join forces. Joining forces with people with a clear understanding of what your role is. And not only you understanding that, but the people you're joining forces with, seeing you, valuing your role. No team wins without people playing their part and knowing their role. So this year, we are committed to playing our part, not only individually, but as an organization. We'll be outreaching more in the community, developing partnerships with different organizations so we can truly join forces and mobilize resources together. So you'll see more and hear more about playing your part, but I wanted to officially inform you all what our theme was for this year. Well, every time we get together, we make a pause to acknowledge a historical figure. And I wanted to bring up Dr. Bradley, who's been gracious enough to lead our segment. And instead of highlighting some famous person, some celebrity in the past who's done great things, in the spirit of heritage discovery, it's important that we know our own legacy record. And the legacy record is a story of your lineage. Who your grandparents were, who your great-grandparents were, who your great-great-great-grandparents were, and understanding where and what you come from, and all that has been put in for you to be here. That knowledge, that information is your legacy record. So Dr. Bradley's been gracious enough to share a bit about his legacy record and his family. So let's give it up for Dr. Bradley, the real estate mogul.
Turn on the microphone.
For
He's not using the microphone.
I mean, I didn't know if it was for the camera.
gotcha.
The microphone isn't working because it's chipping out, so we're gonna turn on the microphones on the camera.
That's cool. All right. Peace.
Wait,
What's going on?
we're gonna
Not yet?
turn on the microphones on the
Let me
camera.
know when you're ready.
You know, we want to catch you. We want to catch you in all your glory.
Right between. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Situate. Look like that.
But you looking, you drip down.
So, how you feeling? All right. It's cool. Actually, that's good. Right? So, right at the house. She ain't traveling right now. I can see.
All right, make sure you project.
I will project.
Yeah.
You cool?
Yep.
All right. Peace and original power family. How y'all feeling? All right. Everybody cool? It's good to see everybody's melanated faces. It's good to see everybody going into the new year really well. My name's Justin. Last name Bradley. Dr. Bradley is what Tommy calls me. I've been rocking with Originals Nation since 2017, and I'm a proud lead contributor, member, invested member, whatever you want to call me. I'm just a brother who's helping out, right? So Tommy allowed me the opportunity to talk about Legacy Record for a minute, and it's inspired through my recent trip to Charleston, South Carolina. So my family's from, on my mother's side, right? Charleston, South Carolina. So this was a very inspirational trip for me. What it allowed for me to do is tap into really my historical genius, right? That comes from past family members who have accomplished so much greatness and have laid the track for me to be successful in where I am today. So I wanted to share just a brief history of it because it's such a deep, empowerment and powerful thing for me. And I can't really quite concise it just for 5 minutes, but I can at least share a few things that hopefully it'll inspire you all to also dive deep into your own legacy record and understanding your heritage, right? So obviously us being original beings, we understand our original African roots, right? But then a lot of us also have to understand what are our Southern roots, primarily here in America too, if you are what you call a foundation.